Slimmed down bezels. The OnePlus 5T is the phone the OnePlus 5 should have been. The most visual changes on the front, the 5T swaps the chunky edges around the screen and the 16:9 aspect ratio screen for a modern 18:9 screen with skimpy bezels at the top and bottom. It transforms the way the OnePlus 5T looks, making it truly appear alongside other bezel-less smartphones like the Samsung Galaxy S8, the Huawei Mate 10 Pro, and the LG V30. It's taller and slimmer than the OnePlus 5's screen, and now measures 6.01 inches rather than 5.5 inches. Despite the larger screen, the phone's body is almost exactly the same size, though a little heavier at 163 grams. The weight is different enough to notice when you compare the two together, but not in everyday use. The anodized aluminum body is curved at the sides and smooth to the touch. The back is comfortable and ergonomic, but the sides have a sharp edge to them, which slightly improves grip but isn't especially pleasing to hold. It's slippery too, forcing you to hold on tight and further emphasizing the sharp line. We wrapped it in a OnePlus case. The new red silicone one is our favorite, which cured both problems. Minimizing the edges around the screen also meant getting rid of capacitive buttons and the home button, which doubled as a fingerprint sensor. The sensor has now relocated to the back of the phone, and you can only use on-screen navigation buttons on the 5T. OnePlus has used the outgoing format since the OnePlus 2, and some hardcore fans may find this change controversial. We actually welcomed it. Fingerprint sensors on the rear are almost standard across the Android world now, with LG, Samsung, Google, and others all adopting it. It's natural and convenient, largely because the sensor is well placed. It also helps that it's beyond lightning fast. Changing the design like this has made the OnePlus 5T look less like an iPhone. And we really adore the minimalist approach throughout. Just look at the back, the OnePlus logo, neatly blended in antenna lines, and that's all. It's not all great news though. The camera lens bulge has got bigger, and it's a shame the fingerprint sensor looks like an afterthought. We would have liked to see it a little more indented or have chamfered edges to make it a little more distinguishable. None of these tiny issues spoiled the OnePlus 5T. A great AMOLED screen. All this talk about 18:9 aspect ratio screens and the continued adoption of them by the smartphone industry may make you wonder if they're worth the hype. How does the OnePlus 5T's new screen look? It's still a gorgeous full optic AMOLED panel, just like the one of the OnePlus 5, only with a slightly adjusted full HD plus resolution, reaching 2160 by 1080 pixels spread over the 6.01-inch panel. It's crisp, has a beautiful color spread with deep blacks, and its high brightness level makes it easy to read in direct sunlight. The OnePlus 5T screen really is wonderful. What's the difference between looking at a OnePlus 5 or any other 16:9 aspect ratio screen and the OnePlus 5T? Let's take a Twitter feed as an example. On the OnePlus 5T's screen you see almost an entire tweet more than on the OnePlus 5. The same effect will be seen in most social networking apps, browsing the web, and in other text-based activities in portrait orientation. In landscape mode, you can pinch out to expand YouTube videos so they take up the whole screen. It crops the image, so videos look cut off sometimes. Does this make it pointless? No. Some Netflix content is made in 18:9 and will fill the screen now, with more to come in the future. Selected games also stretch across the landscape screen, look great, and provide a genuinely more immersive experience. The OnePlus 5T's screen really is wonderful to look at. We hesitate to call the 18:9 aspect ratio screen larger or better than its 16:9 counterpart, but it certainly shows more content in the right situation, which means less scrolling and more reading. We didn't notice any difference in performance between the AMOLED on the OnePlus 5 and the OnePlus 5T. Viewing angles are excellent, and you can hide the Android navigation keys away from sight to make the most of the transition to a reading mode, where color temperature is altered and the screen calibrated based on ambient light to improve reading conditions. OnePlus added sunlight display to its adaptive brightness mode. OnePlus said this changes the contrast of the display to automatically reduce glare in situations where it's needed, such as outdoors on a bright day. It kicks in when it's needed. But is it effective? We have no complaint regarding the screen's visibility outdoors, so we assume the silent feature is doing its job effectively.